Welcome back, my friends. So in that last section, it was kind of tough, but we talked about functions in JavaScript. So that means that in this section, we're going to talk about JavaScript arrays. So arrays are going to be our first data structure, and data structures are just ways of storing data using JavaScript. Up until this point, we've seen variables so far, which let us store one piece of information like a name, a score, or a number. But what if we wanted to have all of the names of our lessons, for instance? So we have multiple lessons mostly, and we want to be able to store all of them together. A variable, not going to be able to handle that. So the array is one of JavaScript's solutions to that problem. So arrays are really useful in all sorts of real-world as well as practical situations. So for an example, an app like Instagram or Facebook, they're using arrays all over the app. Anytime that you imagine or you can think of a list of data, all right? And these are related data. So for instance, an Instagram photo, we can get lots of comments for. So whatever it is, if I get a bunch of comments for it, there's going to be a list. And Instagram stores them all together. It keeps track of them together using an array. So we're going to use arrays to do things like keep track of a to-do in a to-do list, or keep track of the comments on a particular photo, or to keep track of the photos that correspond to a particular user, right? So yeah, they're really useful. Now, we're going to use arrays frequently in JavaScript while solving problems. We're also going to need JavaScript data structures, and an array is only one of them, okay? So in this section, first of all, we're going to learn how to define an array and how to add elements to an array. Then we're going to see built-in array methods to add and remove elements from an array and manipulate an array. There are all kinds of methods like push and pop, shift and unshift. We're going to talk about those. Now, these are all the built-in methods, and you really ought to be able to use all of them, I think, by the end of this unit. Okay, so in today's video, we saw what we're going to learn in this upcoming section. So we'll take a quick pause here and continue so that you can know all about arrays.